So if you're doing the 100 fishing challenge, a couple things to think about. The first thing is, the biggest thing that has helped me is to not look at the game when I do it. I looking at the bob, like literally it throws me off so hard. I stopped looking. So what I do is I would close my eyes, or I would look away. You guys saw what I would do it on stream, is I would look away and I would look at like a fixed point. When I got close to the 100 fish, I just started closing my eyes. That makes a big difference. That'll be your biggest improvement in fishing, is just not looking at it. It really does throw you off. It's made to throw you off. Another thing that's kind of like a nice slight adjustment is if you have a pro controller, use that instead. Because what I have found is that the Joy-Cons, so when a fish bites, there's three things that happen. You have feel, you have sound, and you have a visual effect. So two of those three things I find to be, they are unreliable. So looking, you'll see the bob go under for a second, like start to go down whenever a fish bites, and it goes fully down when they successfully bite. That will throw you off. Feel will also throw you off too, because the fish, whenever the fish does try to bite at it, it will vibrate. So that will throw you off, because especially with the Joy-Cons, those are more, I find that they vibrate, like you can feel the vibration a little bit more than you can on the Pro controller. So by using the Pro controller, you're basically kind of numbing that a little bit. You're kind of toning down the vibration effect, so that helps. And then the third thing is the sound, and the sound is the most reliable because the sound cues are very different. So when a fish fake bites, it's high pitched, as opposed to when it actually bites, it goes low. So there's a very clear distinction between sounds, and that is why sound is the most reliable, and you should ignore the other two senses when you're fishing. And I know this is like really over the top in depth, but like if you care about getting that 100 fishing streak, this is actually like valid. So hopefully that helps if you guys are struggling on trying to catch the 100 fish in a row. Those were the things that really helped me. As a side thing, I would avoid, like you'll get used to the kind of fish that you catch. Be careful of tricky spots. So like be careful of ponds or where the river, like the streams are changing direction, especially with small fish, because small fish are more erratic in their movements. So they will actually, they will turn around quicker. They will lock onto the reel quicker. I've lost a really high streak because a fish 180'd and instantly locked on to my, to start heading towards the bob. Like, and I was pulling up to kind of change to recast the line. So I find that the bigger fish are more reliable. And also I think that rivers and oceans are the safest, but be careful of like river mouths and docks, because those are where you usually find rare fish, and those will actually go away very quickly after they bite. So you can actually lose them because you didn't go hit A fast enough, which kind of throws off your whole tempo. So by the time I got up to like the 80s, I had a system of going around rivers and the ocean and just going for like the big fish were like the safest ones. Unless the small fish was like, if I knew I could set out the line right in front of a small fish, because they do lock on quicker, so it's a little bit faster. But again, they are very erratic, so recasting is dangerous. Anyways, that is how I caught 100 fish in a row. It's not easy. It takes a little zen, like it takes a lot of focus, and hopefully that helps for anyone that is trying to get that achievement.